Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dragon.
Oh, yeah!
Keeping
We got
it
a
rolling.
great audience today.
Gosh, so many wonderful
Applause,
people. I like you from
applause.
Brooklyn. I like you from Chicago.
They came from all over. I think someone is here as far as Australia.
Australia?
Yes, thank you for coming to Dragon Talk.
Thank you, Australians. We like you and your country.
And Tim Tams,
And Tim Tams.
which apparently you can get at Safeway.
We like to eat the Tim Tams. They're good.
They're better when they come straight from the continent that they were made from.
Is that an Australian thing? Because we have some cohorts who come to the office and give us Tim Tams.
Yes.
When Ben Looms arrives, he always brings baked goods and or things.
Tim Tams?
But sometimes Tim Tams,
Yeah.
but sometimes other things.
So if you were visiting another
Someone is from
continent-
Australia. Hi.
Oh my gosh.
What
What time is it? And it's probably like 3 days later.
It's the future.
Totally. What would you bring? What's like the representative thing of
don't know.
America? A
Or
hot dog?
Seattle. What's the representative thing of Seattle? Here is an evergreen tree.
But
Here
if it was
is
a
a
food
mountain.
item, I guess. Like
Here is a
piece of
gummy.
salmon. Here's
It's
an
a salmon
edible.
gummy.
Eat this delicious gummy.
This is the food of my people. Enjoy. Hot dog and baseball.
Yep.
I like that, DC. Good stuff. Hi, welcome to Dragon Talk. We've got a truncated show today. I think we're only going to do our banters and intro recording for this first hour.
Okay.
And then do our interview. We have Rand Fishkin and Ian Laurie coming in, two Seattle business leaders, I guess you could call them. Business people.
Classy.
They tweet about all types of things that are not Dungeons and Dragons related, but every once in a while they do tweet about the D&D, and so we wanted to bring them in and talk through. I think they were in a group together, so that should be fun,
Yeah. I like having guests in person too.
right?
Yes.
And they're all like probably making more money than we are.
They're all like CEOs and founders of startups.
They've got acronyms in their titles,
Right.
Right, which is usually a pretty good sign.
I gotta give you an acronym.
What is my acronym? CM, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Greg Tito, CM. Oh, mine would be BM.
You're making a BM,
That's brand
Promotion.
manager, but sometimes not.
but sometimes not. How is everybody doing out there? Has it been a good week for you so far?
It's been like the longest week in history. It's been Thursday.
It feels
all
like that.
week.
That's what Erin said too.
It's just ridiculous.
She's like, I thought it was Friday every day.
Yep,
It was my kids' last week of school,
us too.
so that was a big part of it. Where it seemed like this is this school year that would never end.
Right. Thank you, Snow Days,
Snowpocalypse. I'm looking at you.
because you're a Dragon Talk listener.
We know you are Mr. Snowpocalypse or Mrs. I don't know.
Or both. Maybe they're married.
It's true, right?
know.
Thank you for being here, Bob and Nancy Snowpocalypse. All the way from Edmonton. Hello. Glad you're here for us. It is, so yeah, it's been a long week, and
Yeah.
we're excited to take a week off from Dragon Talk recording.
Right.
Next week, there is no July 5th recording because we won't be in the office.
It would be even more boring than it usually is.
Exactly. You would just watch the microphones.
Just microphones.
That's
sitting
right here.
Or
Pelham,
maybe-
Pelham at least will come in and just like get the cameras going
right,
and be like,
on the
I
microphones.
don't know where they
Those
are.
damn microphones could be better than us, though. What if people liked watching dead microphones more than us?
Oh my God. Now this is going to happen,
Bob
and
and
we're going to be
Nancy
very upset.
Snowpocalypse.
We've let you down, Bob and Nancy. So yes, we're taking July 5th off. We will be back here on the next day, which is the 12th, right? I can add 5 plus 7 is
Oh,
12.
idea.
There you go. We got some good 2 interviews lined up for that, but then we're taking the 19th off.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to be, well, you can do it if you want.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you can run it.
No, good.
I am going to be traveling. I'm going to be in Nashville.
Comic-Con? Oh.
Yeah.
What do
Well, Pelham is going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. So yeah, no Dragon Talk on the 19th. So we're doing 2 interviews on the 12th and 2 interviews on the 26th.
Jeez.
I know, right? You didn't even know this.
No, I didn't. News. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Can you tell us what you're doing in Nashville?
You know what they say about Nashville is what happens in Nashville is broadcast live
On the
the
Country
Country
Music
Music Channel. Yeah, exactly. CMT.
Are you going to the Grand Ole Opry?
We might. I don't know. It's my buddy's getting married.
Oh.
He's getting married for the first time, and for the first time. So this is not a remarriage. He
the first one's always
is
the
one of the guys that I
biggest
go
one.
with on my
Baseball
trips with, and although there's no baseball in Nashville, we decided to convene in Nashville for his wedding week.
Bachelor.
Wedding. Yeah, it's kind of like a bachelor thing, but we're not going to do any of the bachelor stuff. We're just going to go and hang out and be friends in Nashville because it was cheap.
And be friends.
It was cheap to fly
Well, I
there.
hear it's a wonderful place.
I have heard it's a wonderful place. Mr. Pellegrim told me he used to go there a lot in college, so I'm waiting for a very detailed write-up on places to go that only he would know.
Right.
I want a PowerPoint presentation. I want animations. I want all types of maps.
Footsteps.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, this is where...
I threw up in the corner of this bar right here.
I don't think Pelham was a thrower-upper.
He totally was.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't think he's... Is that the technical term? A thrower-upper?
Yeah. He still is.
All the time.
All the time.
I mean, just in the office, he's
In
like,
his garbage can. Don't ever look in his garbage can.
oh my God, I looked in the garbage can once, and I threw up into it. It was like
Things go
a
sideways
complete
fast.
barfarama.
Stand by me.
Yeah.
Pelham,
Will Wheaton.
were you a thrower-upper? Yeah. He
Yes.
was!
Yes, he was. It's been confirmed. He was a hot mess even back then.
See? It was foreshadowing. You knew one day you were going to have your own show.
Nice. Well,
Pelham's Hot Mess.
we'll go and collect all of the residue of your throw up and all of the landmarks in Nashville.
The Nashville.
That's why we're
tour.
going. That's why we chose to go there.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
to do that. We needed
Walk.
a mission.
Be careful walking on Pelham's college footsteps. Be careful where you step.
Whoa.
Oh.
So we were just talking before we started broadcasting about how we're going to deal with a potential child or a young person being interviewed here, and we're like, oh, we should be fine. It's
Right. I mean, what could we possibly say that would be inappropriate for a child?
nothing. We
Poop,
do lots
vomit,
of.
fart.
We're basically on their level, I think, is
I
what
think
we're trying to say.
they'll get along just fine.
Speaking of which, you just had an entire gaggle of
Speaking of-
chitlins.
There were 9 kids from Quinn's summer camp that came in today because they're big Magic fans. Although a lot of them were like, D&D, we love D&D.
D&D.
A lot of Dungeon Mayhem fans.
Sweet. Maybe it has to do with you. I don't know about that.
Maybe because I left like 300 copies of Dungeon Mayhem around the summer camp. Stuck them in all their little cubbies, handed them
You're
out.
like, here you go. Just put it
Go ahead.
wherever you can. Here's
Put it
just
in
a
your,
taste.
oh, it's in your lunchbox now.
Oh, looks like you're playing.
Oh,
you
like
enjoy it?
Because a lot of them were like, I love Dungeon Mayhem. Oh, so they got to meet Trish because I was like,
Oh,
meet
nice.
Trish. Trish is the one that makes those cards.
She graphically designed it.
She designed it all. But they had a nice little tour, and then Gavin from the Magic team.
Mm-hmm.
He's a senior game designer over there. and
Yeah.
he's amazing.
He's
and he's
amazing.
pretty much their age. Did you know he went to college when he was 15?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, that was part of his presentation.
He's like kind of a Doogie Howser.
Yeah, and like one of the kids in there is 12. I'm like, chop, chop, Charlie.
Come on,
like,
get
let's
with
do
it. How come you don't have your medical degree?
But it was awesome because some of the kids recognized him from like live streams and stuff.
Oh,
They were
that's
like,
cool.
Oh, you were on such and such show.
Yeah.
And so their knowledge of Magic was way deeper than I realized. I knew they were fans. I knew they played,
right.
but they actually knew a lot. Like they were asking questions. I'm like, I actually feel like I'm at like PAX at a Magic panel. Like,
Oh,
the
that's
level
cool.
of questions.
Nice.
But then at one point, I was telling Ryan this. I was giving them a tour. I'm with them for like a half an hour, and one of them turns around and looks at me, and he goes, "Wait, do you work here?"
Like, what did you think? You just walked in
I
off
was
the
like
street?
a chaperone for Quinn or something.
Right.
Because Quinn came too. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
was
I can see
like,
that. Okay, maybe.
Yes, I work here. And he goes, "Oh my God, Quinn, your mom's cool. Your mom's really cool."
Oh.
And Quinn was like beaming, like, I know.
Oh, that is very sweet.
No.
How old was this kid?
He was 11.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was one of the older ones.
So you were getting the, like,
Yeah.
good kid points.
And then
Mommy,
Gavin
you're-
was like, I want to introduce myself. Okay, I'm Gavin. What are all your names? And they're like, Maddox, Benny. Gets to Quinn. He goes, I'm Butthead.
He is your child for sure.
Kevin just skipped right over. He's like, okay.
Okay.
And Maddox and Isaiah. Okay.
And Butthead.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Yep. You're like, he's going to be an entertainer.
Yeah. Butthead.
Perfect comic timing, too. I bet you were like the only one who laughed, too. You're like just
Well, like
lost
some
it.
of the other kids were like, no, his name is Quinn.
They felt nervous.
His name is Quinn. It's
That's
not,
so
it's not
good.
Butthead. I'm like, no, actually, it is Butthead. That's Quinn is his middle name.
That's what you put on his certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butthead Quinn Carroll.
Well, his D&D alter ego is something completely different.
Quinn Hightopple.
Yes. Though that's not the one I was thinking of. I was
Which
thinking
one
of
are you?
The Goblin. He's got many different
The
avatars.
End Puncher.
Yes.
Let's clarify. That's not. I know it's like there's a million things that you could think were worse.
Good job.
Bart gave him that one.
Yes.
But it was inspired. Now you can actually play with Quinn Hightopple in D&D Essentials Kit.
That's right. There is a sidekick
Yes.
that is Mr. Quinn.
Yep.
He was very sweet when he came to my desk. And
Oh.
you were like, what did you say about Mr. Greg? And he's like, I miss Mr. Greg.
Like the whole time he gets out of the van, he's like, "Are we gonna see Greg? Are we going to see Greg now?"
Aw, that's so sweet.
He's like, "I just miss him. I miss him so much."
I miss him too.
And then you like poked your head up a little. He was like, "It's Greg! Mom, take the kids to go meet Greg. You gotta meet him." Oh, there's Quinn Hightopple.
There he is. That's what he looks like.
That's my baby.
I like his cravat. But no, what is that? The kind of collar-y type thing he's got going
Yeah,
on
I
there?
know.
Sean Wood is the illustrator there.
Aged up my kid.
Yeah. He did it. It is a little bit aged up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
He's-
think they wanted him to be like 16 or so.
Right. 16.
Yeah.
I would say that's about 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's some.
Going through puberty.
He looks young.
That should be fun.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's gonna be even more fun for you.
And he's going to be like, Butthead.
I'm Butthead.
Butthead. This is my friend Butthead. It's confusing.
It's so weird.
Yes, it is going to be very difficult for me. But we're not, let's moving on. Because that's not happening right now. We should do our intros. You want to do our intros?
I do.
All right. This was our intro to the intros. What are we going to talk about in the intro? Do you know?
Wing it.
Are there any things that
When is this gonna
that we
air?
released? This one is going to air I'm looking at Ryan. I don't actually know. Yeah, I think it'll be the following week.
Okay.
Right,
So
'cause-
relatively soon.
Yeah, because we recorded 2 last week.
Yeah, so it's your choice from this year's.
My
Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. Well, we're not doing anything too topical. So sometime in the next 2 weeks is
Okay.
the answer to that. So it's either, I think we had the interview with Amaret, and that can go next week.
Okay.
And then the following week will be this one. And then we'll
2 weeks.
record 2 more on that Friday.
We're just producing the show live on the air.
That's what this. You get to see the sausage as it is made. This is it. Well, we haven't done a lot of like editing. Remember when we used to like do intros like 4 times, and we're like, we can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Now
Probably
we just.
when it was really good.
That's probably. It's really good.
When we
Ryan
cared.
saved all of those old recordings.
So much talk about painting.
There's a lot of
We've learned a lot.
rolling up the cuffs of our pants.
Which Ryan
He's
is
doing it right now. Oh, it's looking real
He's
good.
doing it right over there. in the
Oh,
corner.
okay. He finished. He finished rolling up the cuff of his pants.
Oh my god.
He had just taken a sip of coffee right before I did that, so that was a
Don't spit it all over your board.
a perfectly planned snarf
Again,
inducing.
I ask, what could go wrong when we have a 12-year-old on the show?
It's gonna
I'm
be
gonna be
hilarity,
like,
is what it is.
Child, when I was 12, that's when I started playing. What sorts of things are 6th graders into nowadays?
Oh dear, this is gonna be good.
It actually is when I started rolling up the cuffs of my jeans. That is
You were ahead of
exactly-
the time. You
That's
were
when
like,
I did it.
getting the curve
Yeah.
going. Yeah,
Yeah. They
It
could
is
not
true.
be tight enough.
That's when it was the most popular. Everybody in school was doing it.
Peer pressure.
It's true. I mean, now Ryan's still looking as cool as he can. All right, so let us now that's all out of the system.
Is it?
No, there's more. There's more to come.
Okay. My eyes are watering.
Yeah, are we recording? Have we been recording this whole time? Okay, let's do it.
Thank God.
Let's do some clicks.
Pagan?
That sounds about right.
Recording.
Okay, I didn't hear the clicks. How come the clicks didn't happen?
They clicked.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't hear.
I guess we were.
Hold on.
I need clicks.
No. I just want to. There it is.
Now I feel
You guys can't hear that clicks, but I do, and it's my little signal that things are happening.
No, it's important.
All right. Welcome to Dragon Talk. One more time.
Dragon talk.
Oh, thank you. Here we go, making it rain. Dungeon Mayhem cards everywhere for you. Yay! This is the official D&D podcast. Did you know that, Shelley?
Yes.
I did too.
Yes.
We've been saying that for years.
Right.
I'm Greg Tito.
I'm Shelley Mazanoble.
We are here to discuss things involving both dungeons
And dragons.
all kinds of them.
Yes.
It is always great to be here and talk through some fun stuff.
Agreed.
So there are a lot of new things coming out. Do you know this?
Yes.
There is the Essentials Kit.
Yes.
It is out in Target stores in
In
North
the
America
wild.
right now. It's in the wild. People can play it.
So
They're opening it up. I've been seeing lots of reactions to it on the
which
interwebs.
are very positive.
Very positive. Yeah.
People are loving it. Did somebody told the story about being at Target and seeing kids standing by the doors, like the employees only back room doors, like, and they overheard them saying, like, they said they've got 3 more in the back,
No way.
and they were waiting for the Essentials Kit.
Just put it back on the shelf. Put it on the
And the
shelf.
guy, like the staff, the Target team member in the red shirt came out with the Essentials Kits, gave them each one, and then the person who was overhearing was like, "I'll take that other one.
Sweet.
I'll take it."
That's great. I love how it's like
they're waiting
it's
for
in
it.
demand.
Yes.
Very exciting. There is a lot of cool about this Essentials
So
Kit.
Cool.
If so, you need to go down to the Target and figure it out if you
Go
want to
down
get
to
it
the
and
Target.
play it. It's more player focused, so it's everything that you need to make your first character is in the rule book. It's a revised rule book. There's an adventure in there that's written by Mr. Chris Perkins. That is, I've seen a lot of experienced people talking about how much they love that it is. I guess a sandbox, but it's like a well-written sandbox where you can do anything you want to do, and there's an overarching bad guy with a dragon, as the Dragon of Icefire Peak, because that's the name of the thing.
Oh.
There's also sidekicks, as well as tons
Yeah.
of cards, blood red dice, a map,
DM screen.
bunch of maps, a DM screen.
There's like those condition cards and stuff.
Yeah, all the cards are really
I like the
interesting.
cards.
It's
The
a,
cards
it's
are
a
a good
nice way
idea.
to figure out how to do the D&D combat mechanics.
Yeah.
By having those
Yeah.
initiative cards,
Yep.
all types of things that just kind of help ease you into all the concepts behind playing D&D. Plus, there are rules in there for a single dungeon master playing with a single player.
That is something somebody pointed out. Like, oh, this actually says for 2 plus players or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, it is. It's 2 players.
Because I've been hearing about people, doing that for years, and
Yeah.
now there's rules in place to make that happen.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
That's very cool.
I like it.
Would you say that it's beginner friendly?
Yeah, I mean that's
Or like-
part of the whole plot,
Like
whole
you don't
idea.
like you don't have like this is like equivalent to the starter in like how you would because I asked because I gave an essentials kit to some beginning D&D kids just a couple hours ago.
Just a few hours ago.
As it
Let's
turns
see what
out.
happens.
I hope
yeah.
I didn't. It seems like
Yeah, no, I mean, it's
That's
it's
the
everything you
right-
need to play in one box.
Yep.
I personally think that the Essentials Kit is again a little bit more like player focused,
Yeah.
where the starter set could be interpreted to be a little bit more for
new DM.
first time dungeon masters and getting into it that way. Although
perfect.
it was. I mean, the starter set was designed for when 5th edition came out in 2014, so it was also a way to get players used to the new edition.
Yep.
And also, so that's less of what Essentials Kit is all about. It's about onboarding new people and getting them on board. But you could go starter set, Essentials Kit, then
Right.
get a PHB, but you
and
could
a
also
PhD.
and a PhD in your PHB.
Yep.
Nice.
And the D and the D.
And the D and the D. So we are going to talk to some interesting folks for our interview this episode. We're going to talk to Rand Fishkin, who is the founder of Spark Toro here in the Seattle area, and Ian Laurie, who is also a CEO and founder of his own company called Portent. They're both Seattle area business leaders, I guess you could say, and play D&D, or at least have been tweeting about it and talking about it a bunch, and I think they've even played together.
Yep.
So we will, we don't often get that perspective of people who are at leading companies also being interested in what D&D is doing. We kind of go from the bottom up. So I'm really kind of fascinated to hear from them, their experience, and hopefully get some marketing pointers.
Well, I'm not going to lie. Totally
That's mostly what this is mostly good for our purposes.
Well, Rand has talked about publicly how he thinks that D&D would make a very fascinating market case study.
Right?
Don't you think it would?
I think it would.
I think so too.
I think it all has to do since I've been here. I
Right.
mean, you've been here for 95 years.
I think right. As announced yesterday in our team meeting.
Yes, exactly.
The Lich is still here.
Do you guys know that Shelley Matz-Noble has been an employee of Wizards of the Coast for 20 years? 20 years. Woo! Give it up. Yeah. You look really unhappy with this. Congratulations.
It feels weird. Like I don't feel old enough to have been somewhere for 20 years.
Well, you were hired when you were 6.
I was a child. No labor law.
It was right after you gave birth to Kesha.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh man, I need a job with health insurance. Now I got a kid.
Right. The whole interning thing didn't work out.
Can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't go to clubs all night. I gotta have a day job.
You're like, I've always blown up my phones.
Right. Pedicure on my toes. Can't
She
do that
stole those
anymore.
lines from you. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, I grew up singing that to her. I mean, she grew up with me
Right.
singing. Well,
But-
me too, because I was 6 when I had her. So, and the story just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
More and more convoluted. But that's amazing. It's all been growing and getting better. I want to see this case study that goes from when you started.
Right, and then
to
how
now.
like things really peaked when you started.
Well, exactly.
Because I think they can pinpoint the exact moment of D&D just going gangbusters.
It was when Pelham got here, I think,
Right.
actually. It's
Yes.
more than anything else.
Yeah.
Also, it's when we started recording this podcast.
Also, I think Dragon Talk has a lot to do with it.
I think it does, actually. Yeah. And you at home. Thank you.
Thank you.
For all of you spreading the goodness of role-playing games.
Like
to
dandelion
all.
seeds.
Like dandelion
We're going to
seeds.
set you loose now. Was that gentle?
There you go, Rand. There you go, Caitlin. Go out into the world.
Go find more D&D players.
Plant the seeds of imagination in your hearts.
In your heart. In your heart. I want to hear you narrate a book.
In a British accent that's very terrible.
In your heart.
In your heart.
Yes.
We have a lot of books that we make here at the Dungeons and Dragons, so maybe we should just be reading those aloud
I
for
think
all of
you
our
should.
podcast content going
Yep.
forward.
Yep.
All right, I'll make it so. I think what I want to do is when my voice is out from doing D&D live, then I want to record
Oh, yeah.
me talking.
And you got the devil's mustard coming out of your eye holes. Yeah, kid. We're going to hear a story about demons as read by an actual
An
demon.
actual demon. Here you go. Oh, man. Speaking of actual demons and devils, Baldur's Gate Descent into
Yeah.
Avernus is coming September 17th. It is a very interesting D&D adventure.
It's very interesting.
Interesting is the word.
Hellish.
You can. And here's a line. Forge your fate in hellfire. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yes.
I like that. Who wrote that copy? I think that was a Pelham Green special right there.
Was that?
I don't know. It could be.
Good one, Pelham.
But it goes from levels 1 to 13.
That's big. Oh, lucky number 13.
Exactly. Takes you from what's going on in Baldur's Gate. So there's like a chapter about the city and the current goings on.
Probably not good from
Probably
what I
ain't
know
good.
about
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate.
There's a lot of betrayal that happens there.
Yes, there is some.
Yeah.
If you would like to see some of that, you can watch Pelham's Hot Mess,
And or buy Betrayal at Baldur's
where they
Gate
played
and play
Betrayal
that.
at Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
And
I know.
then betray all your friends.
That's a good way actually to kind of orient yourself with the city. Is to play that game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
so do it. And then, through the course of the plot, you may end up in Avernus, the first layer of hell, which gives also lots of information about that area of the plane of the Nine Hells.
Probably not that great.
It may not be, but there's some Hollyphants. There's some cute things. There's a Tressum.
Why would a holly?
There's some
What'd you
abyssal
call
chickens.
Hollyphants?
Hollyphant.
Hollyphant, which Lulu.
Yeah, Lulu the Hollyphant,
why
which
would
is
a
a flying, a pink elephant
But why
creature.
would a flying pink elephant live there?
Well, you're going to have to listen to a future Lore You Should Know segment.
Oh, right. You're going
because
to
I
talk about
think
that?
it's on the list. We're going to talk about them and the Tressums, which are cat-like devil creatures.
I believe they would live there.
Yes.
All cats.
You believe?
I think have come from there.
So all dogs go to heaven and all cats are from hell?
Yes.
Yes.
Something like that.
I like that. I think that's true.
Yep.
That's why we love them so.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So that, I said, is coming out September 17th. There's 2 covers. One cover by the inimitable Tyler Jacobson. I love the front cover. It's been plastered everywhere. It's amazing. Also, a alternate cover will be created. Well, it's already created, but it will be available only in game stores. And that cover is by Hydro74, who has
So
done
cool.
many of the alternate covers for us. So that's going to be exciting. You all, if you're fans of Hydro74 and his alt covers, you should pay attention to what we're doing at San Diego Comic-Con. I don't want to give too many details away, but you're going to find out. We're going to be streaming live from San Diego Comic-Con at the Bait store. We'll give more details on that as we get closer, but that's going to be in July. It's going to be very soon.
Very
You're going to be
soon.
able to check it out.
Yep.
Baldur's Gate 3 is a game that we also announced with our partners at Larian Studios, the makers of Divinity Original Sin. I was at E3 talking all about that a couple weeks ago. I can't believe that was only a couple weeks ago, but
I know,
it is.
God.
It's time is moving fast. People are super excited about that game, and I am excited about that game.
Yes.
It is going to be super fun. I enjoy all of the writers and creators working on it, including Adam Lee, who did a lot of work for Baldur's Gate Descent
Yes.
to Avernus.
Yep.
He's been working with that team, as well as all of our kind of world-building folks have been feeding them stories for years now.
Yep.
So it's exciting to talk about it, at least a little bit now. We'll be giving more details about that as it gets closer to release.
Adam Lee also helped with the Dungeon Mayhem Battle for Baldur's Gate expansion.
Yeah. We are Baldur's Gate heavy.
Yes, we are.
We are opening the gates.
We are in.
The floodgates of Baldur.
The Baldur floodgates.
The Baldur flood has
open,
begun.
And Dungeon Mayhem cards are flying everywhere. Yep.
As well as Devil's Mustard.
Oh,
Flying everywhere.
God. I'm never going to unhear it. I'm never going to unsee it.
It's gross. I have a picture, actually, of what it looked like.
I'll
show it to you later.
No.
We'll show it on the Nashville tour. What else do we want to talk about? So there's a couple things that are out right now that you can pick up that are amazing, like Acquisitions Incorporated.
Yep.
The D&D source book. Amazing stuff in there. I love the artwork that is throughout that book, as well as the adventure. It takes you through 6 levels of funness in the Acquisitions Incorporated world of the Forgotten Realms, which is kind of like a corporate overlord, satirical look at corporate structure and greed. Which is what the Ack Inc. is all about, with characters that you know and love from PAX has performed for the last 10 years. Such as Omendron, Jim Darkmagic, Morgaine, Viari. All of them are in Acquisitions Incorporated as NPCs that you can use and play in your game. There's also rules in there for starting up your own franchise of Acquisitions Incorporated, as well as positions that your party can take in that organization. It's chock full.
It's amazing.
A lot of wonderful people worked on it. Interesting take. It's flying off shelves as we currently speak.
Awesome.
Ghosts of Saltmarsh
Yes,
is sinking
speaking
into
of
the deep, deep sea.
Flying off shelves.
No, it's sinking. It's
Sinking off shelves.
It's torpedoing into the
The
different
the depths
puns
of the
of your imagination ocean.
Yes. Yes.
All of those things.
Yes.
What do you know about Ghosts of Saltmarsh?
I know that I played in through one of the adventures.
You did.
I can't remember the name of it.
Salvage Operation.
Yep, that's the one. There were spiders everywhere.
There were lots
Spoiler
of spiders.
alert.
Yeah,
Really
watch out
fun.
for some Lolth blessed bastards
Yep.
coming at you.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Felt her presence all over.
What is that term? Where is it? Lolth touched when you like the feeling of when you walk through a spider web. That's what it is to me. I'm
Lolth
like,
touch.
Yeah, you're like, oh god, it's in my hair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I hate that.
I feel
feeling.
like I'm having it right now. We're talking about it.
Oh god.
Hello.
By the way, there's a spider crawling on your head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
no problem.
Marvin.
Marvin.
Yeah.
All of his jeans have their cuffs rolled up.
Do you know how hard it is to get him ready in the morning?
It's 8
Constantly,
cuffs.
like, hang on those tiny little cups.
You're like,
to
"Come
get
here,
it
buddy."
Just right. And then I finally get to like the 7th leg, and then like the 2nd and 3rd legs came uncuffed, and I have to start all over.
You're like, come on, buddy. You
Seriously.
can do this on your own.
I feel like some of those legs should be arms, and you could just do it yourself.
If only you were an artist, you could draw it that way.
Yes, somebody needs to be drawing that.
Soon.
We don't have any fan art.
Of you and me? Mm-hmm. I guess that's true.
I mean,
By
you
us
can
saying
count,
that right now, did we just conjure it into existence?
you can count maybe Nathan's awesome photoshopping of us
Yeah, that's
as
right.
fan art.
Yeah, that counts.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I think now that you've said that, now we're just going to have to
Somebody could be doing
endure
like
it.
the devil's mustard.
Oh, God, maybe
picture of you
that
with-
sounds like a Dungeon and Doodles segment there where
Oh, yeah.
they can draw all of the things that we prompt them to say. Ooh, maybe we'll be guest prompters.
That would be
in that.
fun.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, we'll talk to Bart.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's been here 15 years.
Right. He didn't even know that. He was like, "Oh, really?
He's like, whoa, how did that
Cute,
happen?
man." I'm
Yeah.
like, talk to you in 20.
Combined, the two of
Time
you
flies.
have more history with this company than the company has been in existence.
Right.
That's crazy to think about.
My wizard's career can almost legally drink.
Almost.
Almost.
One
She
day.
has a fake idea.
she's
I was
going clubbing with
seriously-
Kesha.
I was so young when I started here.
You were a babe.
I was a bebe.
Yeah.
Like, I remember on my first day,
You
or
were
before
6.
my first day, when I was 6. I really I took myself shopping because I wanted some like new work clothes. I wanted to look cool, but I had no money,
Yeah.
so I think I went to like the Gap outlet or something. I remember my exact outfit that I was wearing.
Gap wasn't in existence back then. They didn't have outlets in 1999.
It was pre-outlet, so maybe it was the actual store.
It was the actual store.
But then I must have went to the sales center.
Man, now I want to go back in time and talk to
Oh, I
6-year-old
actually
Shelley.
found my first wizard's badge.
Really?
Yes, I have to bring that in because
Oh my gosh.
I'm very round, fresh face, and I had a really bad bowl haircut.
Whoa. I feel like we could auction that off for Extra Life or something like that.
It's all like chipped and beat up.
Yeah.
And did you know
Well
that,
used.
that Liz Shue was the one who hired me?
I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Did she interviewed you? And
She
everything?
interviewed me, yeah.
Nice. Was it like this interview right now?
There was like 5 people in the interview,
And there were microphones.
just like this. She's like, put on these headphones.
Got to get your cans on.
Put your cans on.
That's what we say in the biz.
Tighten those jeans.
All right. So I think we should now kick it to some lore you should know.
Yes.
Do you think it's a time?
I do.
Let's do some bangs and also some bongs. We're going to clap it out. Let's do it. Yeah, lore.
Or you should know.
Did like that. That sounded just like an audience member
Wow.
would.
I can throw my voice.
You are.
Throw my voice like Pelham can.
Did
throw
you ever
up.
do ventriloquism?
I had a phase when I was little.
Did
My
you?
mom bought me this like a really ugly ventriloquist doll.
Yeah. Are there any good looking?
No.
ventriloquist
Now, as I was
dolls?
saying that, I'm like as opposed to what? So
Right.
I had a phase on.
Did we talk about? I feel like we talked about this before, but I want to make sure there
don't
is
know.
like a museum where people can send their ventriloquist dolls after they pass.
Wait, how do they pass?
But after the ventriloquist,
The
they can like they can bequeath it
And
to this museum.
These things are creepier than I thought they
So
were.
there's a big room with all of these old
That have-
ventriloquist
with
dolls
their
like
ghost
staring at
owner
you.
just in there, like waiting for their little mouse.
Every
photo.
single one of them has a ghost owner in them that's like, "Hello, hi kids, welcome
Nope, that's
to the museum."
God.
And the museum owner's like, "Yeah, these are all animatronics."
Next time we do, now I'm going to have to do a new betrayal game because we need to do an event in this
Yes, we do.
betrayal at the Ventriloquist Museum.
Betrayal has a lot of like creepy dolls in its
Dolls are
history
just-
there.
Dolls are creepy.
Yeah, they really are.
That was a phase I didn't have. Clickies.
Clickies.
Clicky.
That means we're recording. That was a little. I like what you're doing. I'm trying to keep us on the schedule.
Wow. Take that, Sketchy.
Dang it! I can't believe you said that. That was a very good Lore You Should Know segment.
Yes,
I believe we learned a lot
we did. As
about
usual.
all those things. Maybe even you can use that when we're playing through Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus.
Probably.
Yeah, just saying. It
Timely.
might give you something.
Yeah.
Or Acquisitions Incorporated. It might give you something about that.
Or it might inspire you to start your own campaign.
Start your own Acquisitions Incorporated in hell. Done.
Yes, your own
done and done.
franchise.
While also on a ship. And that
Right.
way you can use Ghost of Saltmarsh, the Ack Inc. book, and Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus when it comes
It's
out.
your D&D.
Make it yours.
When I was trying to explain to the kids that didn't know what D&D was, what
Yeah.
it was, I'm like, you can play a hero. You can be anything you want. And they were like, can you be a goblin? Yes. Can you be a cupcake? Yes. Can you be a snake? Yes. Yes.
No matter what you say, I'm going to say yes.
Yes. And then like the older kid was like, whatever you imagine is what you can be. I'm like, oh,
wow.
You're good.
Was he the 11-year-old that thought you were
he's-
cool?
He's the one. Yeah. He's the one that I gave the essentials kit to.
Aw.
Like, I feel like I can trust this with you. I was like, thanks for saying I was cool in front of my kids.
I know, that's right. You're like,
There's more where this came from.
yeah, I can give you all of the
You're-
product that you
You're
need.
going to be in summer camp with him all summer.
Make sure you treat him cool. Like,
I
be
know.
friends with him. Yeah.
They were like hanging out with him.
Oh, that's sweet.
Butthead.
They're kindred spirits, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
So let's get on to
Mid.
speaking with
Oh.
these amazing folks, Rand
Oh.
and Ian.
Yeah.
Let's get them into the
I forgot the clicks happened. This
on
is
the mics.
real.
This
This
is-
is real.
You thought it was fake, but it's
I'm ready.
real.
I'm ready.
We're ready.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Okay.
Go. Yes, 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 yes.
That was fun.
I really enjoyed that interview.
Me too.
They seem like they are going to use all of the things that they learn from Dungeons and Dragons and apply it directly to their job.
You know, D&D is good for everyone, no matter what line of work you end up in. We always hear about the actors, the writers, the directors, the Hollywood types that
Right.
grew up playing D&D and say, like, D&D inspired me to do all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Business, baby.
That's right.
You can take the CEO path, too.
Do you remember when World of Warcraft came out? There were all these articles that was like, playing World of Warcraft with your guild is like the new golfing. It's like how you make,
Oh, no.
like it's like
see
friend
that.
connections
Yep.
between business leaders happens in World of Warcraft, at least in the tech sphere, way more than it does in the more traditional sphere, like through golfing or whatever, at the club or whatever,
Yep.
things like that. And I was
The
like, yeah,
club.
maybe that's happening with D&D now, where like things are happening around
Team
the D&D
building.
table. Yeah,
It's a
but
good-
also making connections.
Oh,
and,
yeah, for
like,
sure.
Oh, you played that cleric really well. Do you want to invest in my company?
You seem like somebody who has very deep pockets. Because you're a wizard.
Because you've
in a robe.
earned more than 500 gold pieces on that last adventure. Would you like to invest those gold pieces with me?
Yeah. Yes, I would.
I would. So that is it for this episode of Dragon Talk.
Woo!
We are excited for all the things
Thank
happening
you.
in July. We've got lots of amazing things happening this fall in the product realm,
time.
including Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, as we said, the Dungeon Mayhem expansion.
Yeah.
Battle for Baldur's Gate. 1, 2, 3. Battle for Baldur's Gate.
Great.
That's going to be a fun expansion. I can't wait to jump into that.
Yeah.
Play some Minsk and Boo.
And Boo.
And Jahira.
Jahira.
That's going to be fun.
You like shape shifting?
I do like shape
Then
shifting.
you will like her.
She shifts shapes
Do you like throwing hamsters at people?
all the time.
Then you will like mints.
Often I just do that walking down the street where I'm
I
like,
know.
hey, you get a hamster. You get a hamster. I'm like the Oprah of Seattle.
With hamsters.
With hamsters.
rodents.
With
You're
hamsters.
rodent Oprah.
And,
Road Oprah.
and salmon gummies.
Oh. Sam and gummies.
So anything else that you want to, talk about before we close this episode out?
I would like to talk about the fact that I just got a text from the adult supervisor of the summer camp, and that was just here,
Yes.
and he said Quinn is a local celebrity now.
Oh,
It worked.
it worked. He's the coolest kid around.
Well, I mean, for like today.
For today.
The weekend happens, and then they'll forget.
No, he'll be cool next week.
You think?
Yeah, make sure Quinn's nice to my girls when they start camp at the same place.
Right. Well, wait till they find out I'm not going to be as cool anymore.
Yeah, because my kids are
'Cause
going to
then
be
they're
there,
gonna
and
be
they're
like-
going to be cooler.
My dad works there too.
Boom.
Mic drop.
All right. Well, we got to have all of them in and interview all of them about what their summer camp was like.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
D&D
would
summer
be fun.
camp, making it happen. But first, we have to explore what's happening in this cave.
Yeah.
There are lots of
Dark though.
yeah. Can you light a torch?
Yeah. What could possibly
Wait,
go wrong?
you have dark vision.
Yeah. I can do it. Hang on. I don't need a torch.
There is
There's
an
a
opening
string
up
here.
above. Yeah, pull it.
What should I?
Yeah,
What could happen?
nothing.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Watch out.
Ah! That's a lot of dice. We're dead. We're so dead right now. Also,
Because Ryan's going to kill us.
I'm just going to throw these on the ground.
Dice party.
Dice party! Ah! I think I've lost it. I think I'm crazy. This is it. We're done. I think we should
Finally.
take a few breaks. You want to take a little break, and then we will get going with our awesome interview. Let's make it happen. Did we surprise everyone in the Twitch chat?
Nobody knew we were going to do that.
I think they did.
I don't.
All right, guys, we're going to take a short break and be back in here with Rand Fishkin and Ian Laurie. We'll see you soon.